Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Di, and today I am sharing with you the manga that I bought in the month of October. I don't normally do hauls on my channel. I think there's one, maybe two hauls on my channel. It's just not something that I have wanted to share, but I have found that with everything that happened this year that I really enjoy seeing what everybody else has been buying, so I thought it might be nice to share with you what I've been buying. I do buy manga pretty regularly, and I don't share those, not even on Instagram anymore. I tried to do that last year, I believe, but yeah, I'm just not much of a person who likes to share my purchases, but since I've enjoyed watching everybody else's hauls this year, I thought I'd share with you what I've been picking up, so that you know what titles I'm interested in and maybe what I'm starting to collect. Just know that I am not the type of reader that will pick up a series if there's only one volume out. I usually like to try to wait until I have 3 volumes, or maybe even collect the whole thing before I start reading it, because I am the type of person that likes to marathon series. I find that if I don't do that, and because I read through manga so quickly, that oftentimes if I start a series and there are delays or it's a really long series, I tend to have to reread a lot, and I don't really have the time to do that. So I like to collect it all up together and then read it all at one time. But anyway, I am going to share with you today what I have bought in the month of October. So let's just start with these 2 volumes. These are Wallflower volume 16 and 17. I picked these up used. This is a series that I have been slowly collecting, and you can tell they're not in the best condition, but I'm not really picky about the manga that I purchased if it's used. My main concern is that all of the pages are inside and everything is legible, and hopefully none of the pages are ripped out. It doesn't bother me that the pages are slightly yellowed or that they have all kinds of library stickers on it or anything like that. I will normally pick up used manga if I am purchasing a used novel online. In this case, I picked up 2 novels that were out of print, and I didn't want to spend $30 for a paperback edition of a book so that I could read it. So I found a used copy, and just to fill out my cart to get the free shipping, I added these 2 in. So that's why I have these 2. It's a series that I'm slowly collecting. A good portion of my Wallflower collection is used because I did pick up a lot of it from a library book sale. This is a series that I initially was introduced to because of the live action Japanese drama. My daughter and I watched that together and really enjoyed it. Then we found the anime, and then found our way to the manga. So I have read a few volumes of this, but I have stopped because it is a long series. I don't have a lot of them. In fact, I only have up to volume 17. So I am slowly collecting it. It is going out of print, so if it is available for purchase new, I will buy them that way, but if they're not, then I find them used, and these 2 particular volumes I could not find them new. So yeah, that's my first 2. Then let's get on to new manga. So I'm just going to go through this in no particular order. I have a bag of my purchases here on the side, and so I'm just going to reach in and pull out titles at random. So the first one is Persona 5 Volume 4. I had picked this one up for my daughter. She's a big fan of the Persona franchise. She's played several of the games. In fact, she's playing through Persona 5 Royals right now. And yeah, so this is to add to her collection. I have watched the anime for Persona 4 with her, and I really enjoyed that, but I have never played any of the games. It's not my type of gameplay that I enjoy, but I do enjoy watching her play through them. So yeah, Persona 5. So this one is original concept by Altus and art and story by Hisato Murasaki. This one is published by Viz and is rated older teen. Then I have The Daily Lives of High School Boys Volume 2. This one is by Yasunobu Yamauchi. This one is published by Vertical Comics and is rated ages 13 plus. This is another purchase for my daughter. She had seen like a meme or something from this title and she thought it was super funny, so I picked up volume 1 earlier this year and now volume 2. I will probably read this one just because she says it should be funny, but so far I have not read this. I have not read through any of the manga that I'm going to show you today, because like I said, that's not the type of person or the type of reader that I am. I don't just go out and buy something and then read it. That's just not me. I also tend to sock away titles that are really hyped. So even though I may purchase them, I'm probably not going to read them until the hype is dying down a bit, because I find that having something that's really hyped really lessens my enjoyment of it, because I'm so concerned that I'm just not going to enjoy the title as much as everybody else and then have an unpopular opinion on it. So I just put it away and read it after the hype died down. So yeah, let's continue. Then I have Heaven's Design Team Volume 1. This one is by Hebizo and Suta Suzuki, art by Takaro. This one is published by Kodansha, ages 13 plus. This one I had seen on their new releases list, and I thought it looked interesting. The animals are super cute, so I picked this one up. I will probably wait until there's about 3 volumes before I dive in, but I'm a mood reader, so you'll never know. I could pick this one up soon, but yeah, I was really intrigued by the animals. So I have The Witch and the Beast Volume 1 by Kosuke Satake. This one is published by Kodansha and is rated 16 plus. And this one caught my eye because of the art, but again, I had seen it on the new releases list, and it looked interesting, it looked dark, and so I'm really interested to check this one out. But again, we'll probably collect a few more volumes before I dig in. I have Blue Period Volume 1 by Tsubasa Yamaguchi. This one is also published by Kodansha and is rated 16 plus. This one caught my eye because it looked more artsy. So yeah, it's a pretty thick volume, so I'm hoping this one will be interesting. And then I picked up Wotakoi Volume 4. Wotakoi Love is Hard for Otaku. This one is written by Fujita, and this has been a long-awaited volume for me. I read volumes 1, 2, and 3 from the library, and I had found that with volumes 1 and 2, I had a hard time following the story because of the way that it's formatted. And so I decided to go ahead and watch the anime on Amazon Prime, and that really helped me like get my head around the story. And so when I read volume 3, it was a lot easier for me to follow. But ever since then, I've been waiting for this volume to come out, and it finally did. So I am so looking forward to reading this volume. And yeah, so that's that one. This one is published by Kodansha, is rated older teen. I also picked up Blue Flag Volume 4 by Kaito. This one is published by Viz and is rated older teen. I have heard so much about this series and I'm really looking forward to diving in. But again, there's a lot of hype around this and I'm really concerned that I'm not going to like it as much as everybody else, so I'm just collecting it to read later. Then I have Rent a Girlfriend Volume 3. This one's by Reiji Miyajima and is published by Kodansha. It's rated older teen. I know there's an anime out on this, but the premise sounded interesting to me, so I haven't watched the anime yet. I'm not sure if I'll watch it before I start reading. I have this thing where I feel like if I watch something first, then I feel like if I read it later, I won't be as disappointed with the adaptation, because I won't be expecting to see things that may not show up in the adaptation. I do this with everything, with movies based on books, with TV shows based on books, and also with manga and anime. So yeah, now that I have 3 volumes, I may pick this up, but again, like I said, I'm a mood reader, so we shall see how that goes. It's getting closer to the holidays, and I usually like to read more holiday type reads, but yeah, Rent a Girlfriend Volume 3. And then I have Perfect World Volume 3. This one is by Rie Aruga and is published by Kodansha. It is rated older teen. I do have volumes 1 through 9 digitally, but I am supporting the physical release because I've heard so many good things about this, and I haven't read this one yet at all, but I am looking forward to getting into it, and so I am collecting the physical editions as well. Continuing on, I have Aoharu Ride, Volume 13 by Iyosaki Saka. This one is published by Viz and is rated teen. I really enjoyed the first volume of this. We had read it for my manga club at Barnes & Noble earlier this year, and unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we have had to stop meeting, but this is a series that I'm really looking forward to completing. I have only read the first volume. I have watched the first 2 episodes of the anime, and I really think this is something that I'm going to enjoy. The next one I have is An Incurable Case of Love Volume 5 by Maki and Joji. This one is published by Viz and is rated mature. I have read Maki and Joji's Happy Marriage, and I do have a series thoughts video on that series. I will link it down in the description box below in case you're interested to know what I thought of it. I also reviewed the live action Japanese drama adaptation on that one as well. But this is a series that I am looking forward to getting into. Again, I think this is a short series. I think there are only 8 volumes. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. So I'm going to wait and collect all 8 volumes before I dive in. I also heard that there was a cliffhanger somewhere around volume 3, so I had stopped myself from reading the series when I heard that, because normally I will start with 3 volumes. So I was getting ready to pick it up because it was something that I was really wanting to read, but because I had heard there was a cliffhanger in volume 3, I put it to the side because I can't handle cliffhangers. This is why I like to marathon read series, because I can't deal with having to wait to find out what happened. So I will probably wait until all 8 volumes, or however many volumes there are in this series, comes out, but it's one that I'm really looking forward to getting into. And then I have Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest Volume 5, story and layouts by Hiro Mashima, art by Atsuo Ueda. This one is published by Kodansha and is rated teen. And I do not own Fairy Tail. I don't own the manga. I don't own the anime. I do own the video game, and we have been playing through this, but I have read the entirety of Fairy Tail through my library, and I have watched the entirety of the anime, and it's a story that I really enjoyed, and so I am collecting this series to read. And I think it's going to be really enjoyable, if not nostalgic, to see all of these characters again, because it's been a while since I completed Fairy Tail. But yeah, so Fairy Tail, 100 Years Quest Volume 5, and then I have Prince Freya, Volume 3, Story and Art by Keiko Ishihara. This one is published by Viz and is rated older teen. It's one that I've heard a lot about from several other manga tubers. And again, one that has a lot of hype on it, so I'm just picking it up to put away and read at a later date. But I'm really liking the covers on these. The art is very pretty, and I have a lot of glare, but yeah. I've got a little bit more to share with you, and then we'll be done. My last 2 volumes to share with you are hardcover editions, so I have Transformers Volume 3. This one's by Masumi Kaneda and art by Bon Magami. I loved Transformers when I was growing up. I do have a younger brother, and so we would watch shows like Transformers, Thundercats, Silverhawks, and we also had our own Transformers figures. I had Optimus Prime, but yeah, I had to pick this up for nostalgic purposes. I haven't read through it yet, but I will definitely be doing so now that I have the entirety of the series. This one was published by Viz and is rated all ages. But yeah, a very nostalgic purchase for me, and I'm really loving the hardback editions. It's nice and suede-y feeling, and yes, so that's second to the last volume I have. And then the last volume I have to share with you is Soul Eater, the Perfect Edition, Volume 2 by Atsushi Okubo. This is published by Square Enix Manga and is rated older teen. I do have Volume 1 of the regular manga release that was published by Kodansha, and we did read that through for the manga book club that I used to host. We have watched the entirety of the anime and really enjoyed it, and so I'm really glad that they're re-releasing the series in these hardback editions. And so yeah, I do have Volume 1 also, which I picked up earlier this year, so I am really enjoying collecting these, and I'm looking forward to reading through this series, however long it takes for it to come out. But yeah, so that is the last volume that I have to share with you today. I will attempt to put everything in a stack for you to see. Hold on a second. Okay, so this is everything. It is quite heavy, especially with the hardback editions here. But this is everything that I picked up in the month of October. Let me know if you are also collecting any of these titles, or if you have read any of them. I'd like to hear your thoughts. And so yeah, that's all I've got to share with you today. I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all safe and healthy. And until next time, take care and smile always. Bye!